On a remote farm, surrounded by miles of stark, unforgiving landscape, lived a woman named Jenny Talia Aquit. A widow. Between 1942 and 1963, a chilling pattern began to emerge in the sparsely populated counties surrounding her property. 17 people vanished. They were drifters looking for a day's work, farmhands moving from one harvest to the next, travelers whose journeys ended abruptly somewhere along these lonely dirt roads. Just a growing collection of missing person posters tacked to post office walls, their faces fading in the sun. The official response was muted. In an era before centralized databases and forensic science, these were dismissed as isolated incidents. People moved on. After all, it was the nature of the transient life. The local sheriff, overwhelmed and under-resourced, saw no connection, no reason to suspect foul play. Rumors swirled in hushed tones at the local diner and general store, but they were just that, rumors. And who would ever cast suspicion on the quiet widow down the road? What possible danger could a woman like Jenny Talia Aquit pose? She was harmless, ordinary, a part of the scenery. Yet, as the years passed, the coincidences became too stark to ignore. When old case files were revisited decades later, a disturbing proximity emerged. The last known whereabouts of several missing individuals placed them on or near the road that led directly past Jenny's farm. Timelines of their disappearances overlapped with periods when she was known to be alone. A young man heading to Omaha, a salesman on his regular route, a family that seemingly drove off the face of the earth. Their paths all converged on this one isolated stretch of land. The questions piled up, each one more unsettling than the last. Why did so many people, with no connection to one another, vanish in the same small geographic area over 2 decades? Investigators found themselves chasing ghosts. There were no bodies, no murder weapons, no confessions, just a void. The land itself held its secrets tight. Did the clues lie buried beneath the waving wheat, hidden in the decaying corners of an old barn, or submerged in the murky depths of a forgotten well? Then another layer of mystery was added. In the mid-1960s, Jenny Talia Aquit herself disappeared from public record. The farm was sold, the paper trail went cold, and the woman at the center of the storm simply vanished. It was as if she had been a phantom all along. After she was gone, whispers grew into theories. Some locals recalled strange noises from her property at night. Others mentioned seeing unfamiliar vehicles coming and going at odd hours, vehicles that were never seen again. Were these just the products of overactive imaginations fueled by the passage of time? The lack of evidence is precisely what makes her story so frightening. There was no dramatic confrontation, no climactic arrest, only a slow, creeping realization that something was terribly wrong. Personal effects of the missing were occasionally found, but they only deepened the enigma. Their stories have been relegated to the footnotes of local history, a collection of cold cases deemed unsolvable. This is not a story with a neat conclusion. There will be no final revelation, no courtroom justice,